Hey guys! Alright, we're back for the next part. So let's see what happens. Okay, great. Even more surprises. I grew even more worried about the situation I was in. I don't know if I read that already, but let's keep going. I see. How long have I been asleep?
For a few hours. It's already gotten quite dark outside.
Hmm. Well, where are the others?
My brothers are downstairs, cleaning up the blood from the lobby floor. And making you dinner as an apology.
Y'all are gonna need to explain to us what's going on about this, because this is a big mess. I mean, I guess I explained the succubi thing, or incubi thing, but still, I mean, you can't just come over to my house and leave blood everywhere on the floor. It is nice that you making me some dinner because I was gonna just order out. So that's good. You guys know how to cook. You know how to clean. Shoot, maybe y'all can stay here. I'm silly. Oh, okay. That's unexpectedly sweet. Yeah.
Oh, it's the least we can do after invading your home and two of us using our powers on you.
That's true. You've got a point. Right. I had forgotten about that. It still irked me that they had practically taken advantage of me at that point. Even if they were demons. It was pretty rude to demonstrate their powers by kissing me. It wasn't some kind of human plaything. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm drinking my drink here. This is a brandy and ginger ale, but it's not like Canada Dry ginger ale. It's like that real serious ginger ale. So it's so strong, like it's this spicy taste. It's really great, and I keeps jingling and making noise with the ice. So sorry. All of this seemed pretty unreal. It was like something out of those romance novels that Naomi sometimes read. I wished I could have just went back to sleep and forgotten all about this. Maybe I should have just called the police on them. Then I would have never landed myself in this situation.
Do you feel well enough to get out of bed?
Yeah, I think so. Whoa!
Trust me, I won't let you go.
Oh dear. Okay, Mr. Damien. I see you. I see you. I'm not so sure about this.
I promise.
Okay. Okay. I trust you.
Good.
I was speechless. He was carrying me as if I weighed nothing. He was so strong.
Thank you.
Oh, shoot, I forgot that you can read minds. This is great. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
It's all right. I'm used to it.
I just don't want to, I just would be, like, scared to think something really horrible around him because I wouldn't want him to know, like, those little, like, things. Like, if I was saying something naughty or something really mean or, secrets or something. I decided to close my mouth for the time being so I wouldn't weird him out or make things more awkward than they already were. Well, he didn't seem to mind carrying me or listening to me talk, so at least things weren't too strange. Damien seemed very quiet and calm about everything, especially with the situation we were in. However, there was a sort of longing in his eyes when he looked at me that wasn't lustful. It was more in admiration? Hmm. Once we reached the lobby, I decided that I felt well enough to walk on my own. As strong as he was, it was like he was carrying nothing. I didn't want to make him carry me everywhere. Yeah, that would be mortifying. Thanks for carrying me, but I think I can walk by myself now. Not saying that I didn't like it. I mean, I liked it. Not in a weird way, of course. It's not like I get carried around all the time. What I'm trying to say is that it was really nice of you to do that. I started to fumble over my words again, real smooth.
It's no problem. I'll be heading to the dining room then.
Alright. See you. He gently lowered me to the ground before he walked off quietly, disappearing into the shadows of the dark lobby.
Oh, hi!
You're loud. Suddenly, a boy who looked around my age, or possibly younger, bounced up to me. He looked vaguely familiar. Oh, wait. Ah, you're Matthew, right?
Mm-hmm, that's me. Are you feeling any better now? We were all worried when you suddenly passed out.
I'm fine.
Really? Your face is kind of red. Do you feel sick?
No, I'm fine. I'm sure of it. I must have been blushing when Damien was carrying me downstairs. How embarrassing.
Well, if you say so. I hope Sam and Eric didn't make you upset.
It's okay. After all, I did hit Sam after what he did. And about Eric, I just wanted you guys to prove to me what you were saying. I suppose incubi are real then. I wondered how exactly I got myself into this mess. First my grandfather, then a fight with my father, blowing up at Lisette. Now this? I certainly had a knack for getting myself into sticky situations.
Oh, I have an idea.
He shoved his hands into his pockets with a cheery grin on his face.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Is he trying to do a magic trick or something?
Ta-da!
Oh, what is that? That's funny. What is that exactly? He smiled as if to wave it off, but when he opened his eyes and saw what he was holding, his face froze in shock.
Wait a second. What did I just make? This is...
What he produced from his pocket was a creepy-looking doll.
Ah, what is that?
I don't know, man. You're the one who made it. What is it? I'm not sure. Oh. Go put that back away. I don't want that. His face paled considerably, and he dropped it onto the floor, scooting away from it frantically. Boy, don't leave it to get me. You better pick it up and throw it away yourself, or whatever you're gonna do with it.
Get it away from me! It might be possessed by a demon or something.
I'm not trying to have it on me either. I don't want demons all up in my house. I mean, you guys are there, but I don't want any more. But isn't he a demon himself? Exactly.
That's not what I wanted to make. I just wanted to surprise you with a stuffed animal or just something to cheer you up. That looks like it came straight out of a horror movie.
It does. He slumped his shoulders and looked down at his feet. Aw, it's okay. You don't have to look so dejected. I mean, it's certainly unique. I think I'll keep it. You can have it. Well, obviously he's scared of it. Who knows? I'll keep it.
But it looks so creepy.
It's the thought that counts, right? You wanted to cheer me up after all. Picked up the doll and looked at it closely. Sure, it looked pretty weird at first, but it could be cute if I looked at it from a certain angle. I gave him a small smile. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's good to see you smiling, even though the thing I made still kind of creeps me out. Anyway, you should come with me to the dining room. We're almost finished with the food, and, well, I don't mean to brag, but we're pretty decent chefs.
Sounds great. Lead the way. Something smells good. My stomach rumbled in agreement. I was starving.
Oh, the girl's awake.
Well, that's rude. Excuse you, I have a name, you know. Okay, shoot, you up in my house. Don't be treating me like that.
Should we really care?
Again, you up in my house. If you don't want to care about my name, I don't want to care about you. Get about my house, boo. Okay, making me get it all
Sam,
ghetto.
I'll roast that tongue for dinner if it doesn't stop flapping in that idiotic mouth of yours.
Thank you, James. I think I like James. I'm gonna have to see. James or Damien was nice too, but James sounds like he's got some authority.
Whatever.
I apologize for his attitude.
Oh, that's fine.
Good. I hope you'll enjoy the meal we prepared for you.
Neil? For a second, my mind didn't understand what James meant. Maybe it was the doll getting to my head and distracting me. Oh, that's right. Damien and Matthew mentioned that they were making dinner as an apology. Oh, wait, you didn't have to.
We insist. Besides, it's quite impossible to undo our cooking, even if you command us to.
You have a good point, Mr. James. You have a good point. All right, well, thank you. Matthew put down the last of the plates on the table and bowed a bit exaggeratedly to me, gesturing to the table with a sweeping motion. For some reason, exaggeratedly feels funny. I feel like, is that right? Bowed a bit exaggeratedly? Yeah, I'll go with it. In an exaggerated-like way? I don't know. Whatever.
Ah, there we go. Dinner's all served.
The table was filled with various foods from an eclectic selection of cuisines. One portion of the table was filled with elegantly plated Asian foods, and another portion some yummy-looking desserts. And there were yet more and more plates that I could have possibly imagined. Where did they get all this food from? Like, I'm sure that the house didn't come with all of this, could it? I mean, the grandpa died. I'm trying to figure out how there was so much food there. Whoa, that's a lot of food, and it all looks so good.
We hope you enjoy it, my sweet.
Okay, Eric, you don't enjoy too much. Well, what? Sweet? Me?
That's enough, Eric.
You're no fun, James.
I don't need to be fun, Eric. Miss, please follow me.
I like James. I like that he's not fun. My type of guy. I'm silly. I didn't know what came over me, whether it was his politeness or maybe his power, but I couldn't help but take his offered arm. Yeah, he's like kind of father-like a little bit. You know, sometimes you like that. James seemed very kind and intelligent, but aside from that, there was something that set him apart from his brothers. Not to mention he didn't really seem to hold much appreciation for them.
Miss, I have to ask, why do you live alone?
Oh, well, it's kind of a long story.
I'm all ears if you wish to tell.
Why not? To put it briefly, I just moved here today.
That explains the luggage you brought in when you came through the front doors. By the way, we put your belongings in the room you were sleeping in. That seems to be the master bedroom, I believe.
I'm so worried that me being nice to everyone is going to screw me over, like, at the end of the game. Like, I'm not sure if it's one of those games where you play and play and play, and then depending on everything, you can choose which guy, or if it's one of those where you, like, at some point, they'll be like, now choose which guy you want to go for. So, I don't know. Hopefully it'll be like that. Then that way, I can, like, at least know that I'm going to at least get a guy, one of the guys I choose or whatever. So, we'll see. Thanks. This house is really big. I don't think I even explored the entirety of the estate when I was a child.
You lived here before?
No. Truth be told, this is my grandfather's house. I used to visit him all the time when I was younger.
May I ask why you now live in your grandfather's house?
It's like the voices keep getting louder and louder. Like, I'm trying to cut them down just a little bit. I'm just gonna, just right there. He actually passed away yesterday. It was bequeathed to me in his will, and I was sent to live here, whether I liked it or not.
My condolences. It seems like you don't like the idea of living here.
It's not that I don't like this house, or that I don't have fond memories of being here. It's just the implications that come with staying at this estate. It's kind of complicated to explain.
How do you feel about it?
I certainly wasn't expecting that question, but in a good way. It was different from what I had heard the entire day at school. I appreciated the fact that he was willing to listen. I feel angry, sad, scared, and confused. It's hard picking out the different emotions that I'm feeling right now. I wish I was stronger.
You don't have to be strong.
Oh, what do you mean?
I understand that you're going through a difficult time, so it's okay to feel those emotions. You don't have to be strong at all.
Oh, James. Well, hello there. Thank you.
Are you all right? There seems to be a small bruise on your cheek.
You're very observant, James. He caught me off guard with that comment. I thought no one would have noticed something as small as that. Oh, I'm fine. He stopped and leaned in close, a bit too close for comfort, or maybe it was just me, inspecting my face. He was really quite tall, having to bend over so much to just look at me straight in the face. It was hard to look at him, especially when he was so close. After a few seconds, he straightened up and began walking again.
Well, if you're having any problems, I'm always here to listen.
I will, keep that in mind, James. That's really kind of you to offer that.
My pleasure. Here's your seat.
Let me get your chair for you, lovely lady.
I feel like even though I quite like James, he's the type of guy that's going to be sadistic secretly. Like, if I choose him or whatever, he's going to start off, like, seeming to be sweet, and then underneath it all, it's like an act, and he's actually, like, this, like, horrible guy. Maybe not horrible, but you know how they do. Oh, Eric was very charming, and the smile pulled at my heart. The way he kept flirting with me definitely designated him as the charmer of the demons, yet there was a little distance in his eyes.
By the way, I apologize for my behavior earlier. Stealing your second kiss like that.
How'd you know it was my second kiss? Did I say that? Huh? Oh, yeah. When I didn't believe that they were incubi. It's fine, I guess. I mean, you didn't just get up and grab a kiss for no reason.
I'm not as forward, unlike Sam.
Suddenly, Eric leaned in and whispered in my ear.
I won't lie, though. I enjoyed kissing you and feeling you melt in my arms.
That's weird. I don't like that. I was torn between smacking him and trying to play it cool. Be cool, smack him. I don't know. Eric's not my cup of tea. Eric is not delicious. Not mo. Mashioopso. He's mashioopso. Not delicious. I was like, I don't remember my Korean. I need to study Korean some more because I'm losing it. Be cool or smack him. Shoot. I've been cool with everybody, so maybe I'll just smack him this time.
No! That's going to sting.
Sorry, I panicked.
No, I was expecting that.
Good. I drew my attention back to the dishes. I was both intrigued and slightly scared by the amount of food they made. Seeing my expression, Eric leaned forward and proudly smiled, gesturing to all of the dishes with a dramatic sweep of his arm.
I made almost all of the dishes myself.
Well, he didn't even care that I smacked him. He kind of just moved on from it. Okay, I'm cool with that. Humorously enough, Matthew looked at him with a shocked expression, as if he was betrayed. His face changed instantly to that of a frown.
And I'm the Queen of the Nile.
What's that supposed to mean?
Me, you, and James did the work together, dummy.
It's you, James, and I, Matthew.
Okay, James, don't be Mr. Grammar guy. Don't be a teacher right now, okay? You sound like my mom.
Little boys will always make mistakes.
Matthew looked at James in disbelief, probably for siding with Eric, and he annoyedly? Oh, see, I don't like it. It's just weird. Maybe it's real, but it's weird. Annoyedly. Swiveled back to Eric to confront him.
I'm not a little boy. I'm barely a year younger than you.
Well, you certainly don't act like it.
I really couldn't help but laugh. Matthew seemed very much like a kid. He was adorable. However, I couldn't help but feel like, in a way, he was much more mature than the others, especially Eric.
Huh? Is something funny?
No, it's nothing at all. Thank you for the meal, all of you. What about Sam and Damien? Damien couldn't help? Shoot. Well, of course Sam wouldn't help. He sounds like he's not nice, so...
Oh. You're welcome, miss.
Such a well-mannered young lady. Beautiful inside and out.
Eric, I don't even trust you.
Eric, knock it off.
In agreement with Matthew, Sam cocked up his head and glared at Eric.
Seriously, you're getting really annoying with that suck-up act.
It was obvious that Sam was the bad boy of the group. He had this big, tough act, and it was obvious he was physically stronger than the rest of the guys. Was there more to him than that? I'm probably not going to have the chance to find out because I'm probably not going to choose him.
I'm just trying to be a gentleman. The young girl has already gone through so much. She deserves a good treatment.
Well, that's kind of nice. Okay, Eric. Well, okay, I feel you. Thank you for that. Thank
There's
you.
a difference between being a gentleman and being an obnoxious flirt.
This is also true. Okay, thank you, James. Thank you.
Schooled even by James. You're gonna need some cold water for that burn.
By the way, I don't believe we caught your name even though you know each of us.
I'm Blue Mercury.
It's a pleasure to finally know your name.
Yeah, that's a nice name.
They were all comfortable around me, despite the awkward situation we were in. It was as if it were natural for them to be around humans. I guess that was just how incubi worked. But I was still curious about one thing. Excuse me. All at once they looked at me. I didn't know why, but having all of them look at me made me feel kind of important, like a queen or something. Oh yeah, I'd love that. The queen.
What is it, miss?
The queen of the reverse harem. All the boys at my feet groveling, giving me delicious food, taking me places I want to go, letting me call them oppa, or senpai, or sambe, or gugu. Or maybe that's weird. I don't know if I can just call them that if they're not my brother, so. Okay, what is it, miss? I wanted to thank you for the food, but I still want to know why you all came here. I feel like I don't quite understand. Understand? Yeah. Like being told that a bunch of incubi randomly appearing in your house is perfectly understandable.
Oh, how do we explain?
We were attacked. We came here to heal. What's so difficult to understand?
Who were you attacked by? Who were you fighting? Like, shoot, you gotta give me more than that. I don't know what's going on.
Now you're just being rude, Sam.
You are. Get out of my house acting like that.
I'm just saying, how is that difficult to understand?
No, I mean, what specifically happened?
Well, you see, we've been traveling around for quite some time now. Just recently we came into town, but we were jumped by this band of misfits. So, in order to escape and heal, we came here for shelter. Again, we apologize for the mess we made.
It's fine, I guess. So, you're all better now, right?
Yup, all thanks to you.
I know. I'm the best. Huh? Me?
You see, beautiful, we feed on sexual energy. But we don't just get it from kissing lovely ladies such as yourself. We can simply touch someone's hand to obtain sexual energy. Everyone carries sexual energy, you know.
I was still in shock about their powers. It wasn't just kisses that gave them power, it was anything physical. No wonder I was out for a while. These incubi intrigued me, but at the same time, I could almost hear a warning siren going off in my head.
Is there anything else you wish to know?
Let's ignore that warning siren, and let's find one of these incubi and attack them good. I'm just kidding. I need to stop. I'm sorry, you guys. I need to stop. My boyfriend's probably in there like, what are you doing? I think he's playing Bloodborne or something, so maybe he doesn't even hear. He's got demons and things to defeat. Well, what do you all plan to do now?
Yeah, what are we gonna do now, James?
That is a very good question. We just got here and surely we'll be hunted again if we leave.
We can take him easily.
Not without more training, Sam. The result of that was clearly evident in our last encounter with them.
At that moment, I didn't know what came over me, but I suddenly felt sorry for them. They couldn't possibly survive out there. If they didn't know it was illegal to break into people's homes, they probably didn't know a bunch of other stuff. It probably would cause chaos all over town. Or, on the flip side, they could be taken in for questioning and be poked and prodded like lab frogs for research. That was even worse. But most of all, they reminded me of back then. Ooh, what's back then? I was standing alone. The entire classroom was filled with laughter and chatter, but I stood in the midst of it, quiet and alone. It was strange seeing the whole world pass in front of me with such vibrancy, all while I stood there. On the plus side, I wasn't engaged in any of the drama that might have arisen, like scribbling on someone's paper for revenge or kicking someone too hard. It was kind of nice just standing back and watching things pass by and life go on. I had long before convinced myself that I preferred being alone. I often said to myself in encouragement, yeah, I want to be alone. There's no one I like better than me, so I ought to spend more time with myself. But there was a certain bitterness that, coupled with being alone, made me feel so sad. There was a difference between being alone and lonely. I just didn't realize it at that moment. Very true. And even after that moment, my father, my mother, there was no one to turn to. I was so lonely. That's when I decided on it right then. I was going to see my grandfather. I didn't care if my father wouldn't take me. I was going to walk my way over there and see what he had to say about it. I'd never seen him before that. Met him or seen him before that. What better time to see him then? If no one else was going to help me with what I was feeling, I might as well have turned to him. So after school, I decided to walk there. I had no idea how to get there, and I was armed with only a scrap of paper with the address scribbled on it. As a 7-year-old, I obviously had great ideas. I soon became lost, and like I always did when I felt lost, I just stood there on the sidewalk, back pressed up against the wall and eyes looking at the strangers passing by. And like always, people continued to pass by and life continued to go on. I was sadder than ever. I had ended up in the situation I was originally in. Nothing had changed. I thought that I was silly for even thinking that I could change things with my own hands. That was until a voice brought me back to reality.
Hun, is that you?
I looked up and saw an unfamiliar face, but it was obvious that whoever was talking to me knew who I was. And from that moment, things began to change. Life began moving its rusty joints, and I realized that things were moving along. Suddenly, I had become part of the crowd that moved like a blur past me. I was no longer someone who stood still and watched others hurry past me. Life had changed. I had changed. Because the very person who found me that day was my grandfather. I had the opportunity to help them, though would I? I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if that was the best idea. After all, 5 demons in my house wasn't exactly the living arrangement that I had imagined when I first moved in. There was the matter of making sure no one found out about their powers. Thinking about them as lab rats made my stomach queasy. And even if they passed for humans, how would I explain having guys living in my house? Imagine if my friends came over, they would practically think I was part of a harem or something. I'm just saying, we've got 5 guys, you're almost out of high school. You just gotta do what you gotta do, baby girl. It's so silly. Okay. Oh God, imagine if my parents came over. I think my mom would faint. Who knows what my dad would do? I think he would have them arrested on the spot. Ugh, this is hard. Maybe I should have written out a pros and cons list before actually having to make the decision.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Thanks, grandfather. See, you got my back. It was strange that I happened to remember what my grandfather said to me when I was little, but it did kind of make sense. They weren't in the same exact situation that I was in before, but I did want to help them out. I think it would ease my conscience and also make me a bit happy to give them help. As weird as that sounded. Clenching my hands into fists, I strengthened my resolve to speak up. Well, you could...
What was that, lovely lady?
That is,
Spit it out already.
Not talking to you, Sam. Not talking to you. You could stay with me here if you'd like. As soon as I finished my sentence, the room became still. I'm not sure what went through their heads from my words. The silence in the air cut like a knife until I finally spoke up once more. It seemed like you all needed a place to stay, and, well, I just moved into this giant house, so it seemed like it made sense. It was still quiet in the room. I decided to stop talking, or to keep talking. If you would like to stay here, though, there are 2 things I need all of you to follow.
Yes?
First of all, you can't use your powers or deliberately do something that might harm me or any guest that comes over. Well, save for enemies, but you get the drift.
That sounds reasonable.
Second, you have to help me with any errands around the house. This place is kind of big, so yeah.
That is a generous offer, miss. Are you sure that would be okay? We don't wish to burden you any more than we already have.
It's all right, really. I mean, I just started living here myself. So I would appreciate some help around the house.
A wonderful idea. We'll live here and train while helping you with the house. Servants for the lovely princess.
Train?
What? Are you serious?
Shh, be quiet, Sam. I haven't slept in a bed for days.
They all seemed to like the idea except for Sam, and hey, I didn't really hate the idea either, even if they were incubi. It would be interesting having the 5 guys help me with taking care of the house, given they would follow the rules that I had just laid down.
Grr, fine, but we're not staying here forever. Only until we can beat up that group of punks.
Okay, so they're training to go and beat those guys up. Okay, remember now.
I think that is a reasonable time limit for our stay.
Yes, this is awesome.
Also beautiful. If you need a bedfellow.
No, Eric.
Eric, knock it off.
I was happy that they agreed. Oh, cool, I got an achievement. Maybe it was because I wasn't going to be lonely for a while. Maybe it was because they all needed help, and my want to help people was fulfilled. I would never be sure.
So what are we waiting for? Let's celebrate and dig in!
Finally, I'm starving.
Instantly, Matthew and Sam began to stuff themselves with the food on the table. I noticed James' eye twitching in irritation, so I stifled my incoming laugh.
Really, you two? You're both acting like pigs.
Oh, let them have a little freedom, James. It's not like we've eaten recently either. I'm sure they've been starving.
Still, that's no excuse for stuffing their faces like backyard swine.
I almost couldn't hold it in. But I did, so I didn't. So I didn't. Uh-oh. I couldn't hold in my laughter anymore. As I laughed, Matthew and Sam looked my way, faces stuffed.
something funny?
What are you laughing at?
I stopped to catch my breath. I leaned over the table and took a few breaths before replying. You both are so funny. Both of their faces turned a slight pink before they looked away from me, and they swallowed the food in their mouths.
Shut up! We're not funny. We're hungry.
Well, we're glad that we made you laugh.
Shut up, Matthew!
What? I'm just saying.
See, James, it's entertainment for her.
They were funny to me. At least they enjoyed the food. As I watched, I took a couple pieces of food for myself and placed them on my plate before eating as well. Eventually, we all ate dinner together. It was strange eating with just guys, but they were enjoyable to be around. They made me feel like a part of their family as we ate together. However, our peace was soon disturbed. Huh? It's my mom. Excuse me. Shoot. I wonder what that sign meant just now, like when I chose to laugh and it did all this stuff on the side. Oh man, I hope I didn't already ruin the game. Hello?
Hey, honey, how are you? I'm sorry I didn't get to see you off.
Hi, Mom. Everything's fine. I'm actually eating dinner right now.
Oh, good, good. So there was food there. Well, your father wanted me to call and talk to you about having a house party tomorrow night to celebrate the new house and all.
I'm good. A house party? Tomorrow night? So soon?
Your father insists. You know how he is with events.
I knew exactly what she meant. He didn't like long, relaxing periods between important events. It was slightly messed up. I was expected to act on the drop of a dime, from moving immediately the day after a funeral to my grandfather's house to now organizing a party. I know. Well, since I don't exactly have you two here to help me arrange it, I'm going to need some time to prepare things.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, Suzu and Naomi can help. I have work, and you know how your father is.
Well, wait, okay. You gonna make me have a party? Like, you gonna invite people to a party at my house, and you're not gonna help me put it together? You just want me to put it together? Why am I putting together a party? I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, I don't want to do a party, so it's not gonna happen. That's what I'm gonna say. But the game is probably different, so I know I have to do it myself. He won't help. That's what I'm saying. If he's not gonna help me do the party, why is he deciding on a party for me? Like, don't do that. Do not decide to have a party for me. Like, do not decide for me to have a party and make me do the work to have the party. Like, why? Why are you doing this?
I'm sure it'll be amazing, honey. I have faith in you.
I don't want to do a party. Are y'all even gonna come? Why do I have to do this? Oh man, I hate stuff like this. Okay, thanks, Mom.
All right, I gotta go. I love you, sweetie.
I love you too, Mom. Great. Now how am I going to do this? Yeah, I would just be like, I'm not doing it. Sorry. Y'all have a problem. Y'all come over here and y'all fix the party up.
Is something wrong?
She has to organize a house party for her parents.
Thanks, Damien. Huh? How did you... Oh, right. Mind reading. But yeah, I gotta do it soon or my parents will be really disappointed. I'll have to stay up and organize everything tonight.
Hey, why don't we help you? That's what we're here for, right?
Well, I guess that's a good point.
I don't see why not.
I can name a few reasons why we shouldn't.
Oh my gosh, Sam, shut up. Like, why are you even... You know what, Sam? Just go into another room and just don't come back. Like, stay there.
Sam?
So I don't have to see you the rest of the game. That would be fine with me.
Back off.
No. Oh, you back off. Man, you are bringing everybody else down with your dang mean spirit. Get your meanness out of my house.
We'll take care of everything, miss. Just leave everything to us.
Oh, okay, James. I'd like to be able to depend on somebody. I see you, James. That was surprising. I didn't think the boys would offer to help right off the bat. I couldn't help but smile. I was actually rather thankful now that I let them stay. Now I don't have to do everything alone. As I kept thinking about it, I couldn't help but yawn.
Feeling a little tired over there, princess?
Yeah, it's been a long day. At least tomorrow's the weekend, so I can sleep in. Then it hit me. Wait, where are you all going to sleep?
We found some guest rooms on the opposite end of the house from the master bedroom. I'm sure those will do just fine.
Oh, got it. All right then. I'm heading to my room to study and sleep. I guess I'll see you all tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow's Saturday. Oh, you might have school still. I know that in a lot of places they still go to school on Saturday. Like they find different private little hagwons, or I don't know what they call it in Japanese, but the little private schools that you go to just get tutoring or to learn whatever different extracurriculars or get help with stuff. So yeah.
Have a good night.
I will. You too. With that, I left the dining room and went to my room.
Eric, no.
Well, actually, she said tomorrow was Saturday, so she didn't have school, so maybe she's not going. Well, why is she studying? Study, like, later.
What? I wasn't going to do anything.
Yes, he was.
Yes, he was.
Shh.
Oh, gosh. As soon as I got into my room, a wave of exhaustion hit me. Why am I so tired all of a sudden? I just woke up from that nap. I dragged myself to bed and hauled up one of my bags. I opened it and grabbed my economics book, knowing that no matter how tired I was, I had to study at least a page or two before sleeping at last. The words on the page scrambled in my mind as I read through them, but after 2 or 3 tries, I managed to understand what the page was about. Equations, ugh. Finally, I decided to change into my pajamas and head to bed. Today had been a long day and I needed the rest. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. 3 days of surprises in a row would kill me. With that thought in my mind, I drifted to sleep, embracing the darkness of slumber.
You fucking pretty boys think you're all that, huh? Well, save that to the end of my pistol!
Oh, who talks like that? That's really weird. Huh? What's going on? I couldn't move my body. I felt like I was tied up, and I couldn't see anything beyond the darkness that surrounded me. Yet, I could hear the sounds of a heated argument coming at me from all directions.
One move and she gets it!
Let her go!
Matthew?
Come on, chicken shit. Fight us like a real man.
Like you scare me, Sam! Come on! Take one step, I dare ya.
Who's this guy? Why can't I see?
Stay away from her, Malix!
And what are you gonna do, nerd boy?
Nerd boy is my boo, so shut up. Suddenly, I felt myself pulled to one side and arms wrapped around my body protectively.
I've got you. Don't worry.
Huh? Eric? As I was held in a tight embrace, I felt the world around me once again settle into a low, peaceful hum. The hostility of the dream before had faded into black as the arms around me rocked me comfortingly. Slowly, though, my eyes fluttered open and I looked up at the person holding me. Oh, please let this be the way I can choose the person. Damien? I stared into the eyes of Damien. His face was painted with worry and concern, and I knew he must have seen my dream. Why did I dream of Eric holding me, though?
You can't control your dreams.
Oh, well, I guess you're right.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. What time is it?
It's 9 a.m. James and I were making breakfast when well...
You can't control your mind reading?
No, not yet at least. I hope to learn eventually, though.
Is everything all right?
Huh? Yeah, I'm alright.
That's good. I'm assuming you had a nightmare.
Yes, I'm sorry for disturbing you both.
You didn't disturb us, miss. Besides, we'd rather make sure you're okay before anything.
It's weird that I had a dream that included somebody who sounded like they're a real person, so I'm gonna need you guys to explain to me who this Malix guy is. Oh, thank you.
Now, why don't you come downstairs with us and have some breakfast? I'm sure some nice food will take your mind off of what you dreamt of.
It was embarrassing to be the damsel in distress once again, but I felt rather happy that James and Damien were concerned for me, despite only knowing me for a short time. I wasn't sure if it was just courtesy, or if they were genuinely concerned. I couldn't exactly read their minds. Alright, I think I'm gonna take a little break, and I'll be back in a little bit, okay? See you guys!